For 131 years, Annie Malone Children and Family Services has helped children and families with finding a safe place. This weekend, they are celebrating with the annual May Day Parade, as well as a family reunion weekend. Here with more is the CEO, Sarah Lehman, and VP of Development, Patricia Washington. And we're going to talk about this big weekend. I mean, this is a huge weekend in St. Louis, a big celebration. Yeah. It's been a year since I think you've been in studio to talk about it. Yes. But maybe let's start things off. And Sarah, just kind of, it's like I said, it's been a year since you've been here. Now we're at the big weekend. Tell me what's going to happen.
Well, we have a lot going on this weekend. I'll let Pat cover all the events. However, this is our largest fundraiser. And without the parade and everything that brings to St. Louis, we couldn't do what we do. We are serving several kids through a crisis center, ages 6 months to 17 years old. We've started residential treatment again, a little bit longer term service for kids that are needing a place, that are struggling with behaviors and just traumatic events. And our school is expanding. We serve children that need a little bit more of a therapeutic setting. We're serving the St. Louis City children. And then we also have expanded our parenting program in the community, where we go into people's homes and we're teaching parenting skills, and we're just trying to keep that family unit together.
No, and thank you for sharing that, because I think in St. Louis we hear, Annie Malone, it just rolls off your tongue.
Absolutely.
But people sometimes don't actually, even though it's been around for 131 years, I can't believe it, don't necessarily recognize all the different programs and services that you're providing. But like you said, this is the big weekend, the big fundraising, and that switches gears over to you.
Oh my.
I know, it's where do we start with this? So, I mean, this is a full weekend. Start us off with the first day.
It is, and it really is all about family. We wanted to bring back that nostalgic feel. Our community's suffering a lot of trauma lately, so we wanted to have an event that just reminded people of back in the day, right? So we're going to start with a volunteer appreciation event on Thursday. So everybody that's volunteering for the weekend, our board of directors is cooking for them, and they can come by and pick up t-shirts and do all that good stuff. On Friday night at the Ambassador is 2 parties in one. So we're doing what's called the Weekend House Party. So it is a tribute to local radio DJs that everybody knew from back in the day. And then the other side of the hall is a Motown review. So you got something for everybody on Friday night. Saturday is Community Day in the Ville, hosted by 4th Ward Alderman Sam Moore. And then Sunday is the big parade.
Is the big parade. Well, we've got some pictures that we can go through, and I'm not sure if these are from last year's parade or if it was a previous year. But kind of walk us through. I mean, there's bands. Tell us everything that people are going to see and what they can expect to see when they come down this Sunday.
So we want to create a phenomenal experience. You'll see lots of bands. Sarah loves marching band. She loves floats. So we made a concerted effort this year to get more bands in, more floats, not just, decorated cars and trucks. So you'll see look at that, that's great. You'll see even that bus again. So you'll see lots of floats, lots of bands. There are vendors who will have some great food, families, people from back in the day, from your old neighborhood. Everybody turns out for the May Day Parade. So we can expect a lot of that. There's more floats. City of Berkeley won the float last year, best float. So they're going to be challenged this year by the city of Delwood, I think. So a lot of camaraderie, just a good feeling.
I was looking at something, I think it was a few months ago, but it was, I think, one of the photos from, I would probably say 80 years ago or so from the parade. Yeah. It was just, I won't get into that. I think it was something at the Missouri History Museum or something that I was looking at. I mean, what do you think has obviously changed over the years, and how do you keep this relevant to the community? It clearly is something that's beloved, but how do you sort of maintain that with the community involvement?
People used to dress up for the parade. I mean, if you look at some of those older photographs, women had on their pearls, and you wore your best to the parade and the soirees and everything. And the emphasis really was on celebrating the work of Annie Malone and the partnership with the community. And we got away from that a little bit. I think the focus was just on who was in the parade. And so this year, what we're really trying to do is connect the parade back to our purpose, back to our mission. So you'll see a lot of emphasis on our programs, on community impact, and on partnership.
That's wonderful. That's really wonderful. Well, we've got the details there for you on the screen. It's this weekend. I can't believe it's already this weekend.
No.
Where does the time go? Yeah. It's the Annie Malone Family Reunion Weekend, May 17th through the 19th. And then it's featuring the 109th Annie Malone Parade taking place this Sunday, May 19th at 1 p.m. in downtown St. Louis at 20th and Market. For more details on the full weekend, there's a lot going on, as Sarah and Patricia have talked about. So head to the website, anniemalone.com, or call the number there on your screen. But don't go anywhere. We're going to get into more details about this weekend, so stay with us right after this short break. We'll be right back.